All right, welcome back to PALS TV, everyone, for our second segment of the day. I see we have some new groups joining us from out in the community. So some of our STEP programs out in Gallia, Steubenville, around the state. So love seeing those. Now we're going to have a segment with one of our friends, Brooke, who has done an incredible job here on PALS TV, giving us just a wealth of knowledge in a ton of different areas and just great life advice. So we truly appreciate our time with Brooke and what she's been able to give us here on PALS TV, live from Gallia County. And I'm sure today will be no different. So now we have Brooke for our next episode.
Hey guys, I'm glad to be back with you again today. Close this up. So I am on Mondays doing meal planning, and last week you guys helped me so much. We did breakfast, and you guys even gave me some really great ideas. So I hope that all of you tried some things. Remember, we also talked about trying something new. We wanted to make sure that we were opening our eyes to other things out there and trying different ways to even get some of our veggies in. Did anyone try like a shake or a smoothie? Anyone have a smoothie this week? Raise your hand. No? Oh, maybe some of you did. Or instead of Pop-Tarts, we were going to try to maybe incorporate like a breakfast burrito, something like that. So yeah, we've got some other options out there. So today we're going to talk a little bit about lunch and expanding our lunch ideas. And also, oh, Kristen's joining us, and she had lots of good ideas last week with breakfast and healthy ideas with cereals that are also healthy for us. So I'm sure Kristen will give us some more good ideas today with lunches. So how many of you love lunch people? I don't know many people who actually skip lunch. Does anyone skip lunch? Raise your hand if you skip lunch. No, most people eat lunch because even if you skip breakfast, by the time lunch comes around, you are ready, right? We are ready to eat. So what are some ideas that you guys want to talk about as far as lunchtime goes? Does anyone have a favorite lunch? You eat it every day? Some people are like every day. I know David, when I pack his lunch for his PALS day, he always has a peanut butter sandwich. Does anyone have peanut butter? Peanut butter sandwiches? Yep, a peanut butter sandwich, Dorito chips. He likes the Cool Ranch Doritos mostly. Does anyone like Cool Ranch Doritos? Yeah? Okay. And he likes fruit snacks or something like that. Do you guys like fruit snacks? Yeah. And maybe even like an apple or a fruit of choice. Yeah. So those are some typical, that's like a typical lunch, right? Especially if you're going to be out and about and you don't want it in the cooler. You don't need to keep it cool with you if you're going to be out for the day. That would be something that wouldn't have to be kept cool to keep it safe to eat. So let's think of, let's talk about some lunch ideas. Salads. Is anyone into salads? Kristen, you seem like a healthy eater. You're on here now. Are you into salads? Kristen, maybe? Anyone into salads? So I have some tips on salads and ways to keep them for the day. So if you like a lot of good stuff on top of a salad, not just the green stuff, but now we're talking, let's see, what do you guys like on salads? You guys can be unmuted if you want to join in and talk. So raise your hand if you want me to add you into the conversation, but basically some things that we could have, let's see, let me try to go on here and unmute some people. Let's see. I'm going to unmute a few of you. So one of the things that I like to do with a salad, let's see here.
I got cookies.
Cookies. Okay. Yeah, that's like a good addition. Is this Caitlin's talking now? Yep. Okay. Let me get you, Kristen. Let me get you unmuted too. Hold on. Because I know you have some good ideas for lunches. Okay. You should be able to unmute yourself now, Kristen. Do you like salads, Kristen? Yes. Okay. And you know, the more stuff you put on top of them, the great, I mean, they just are so colorful and flavorful if we put all these things on top of them, but they also can get really soggy on you really fast, right? So we don't like that. We don't want to have a soggy lunch, a soggy salad. So one of the best things you can do is have a separate container. So if you use a lunchbox that gives you the ability to have different spaces in it, you can put your salad, your green portion in one area, and then in other areas you put things that are more of your wet salad toppings, like your tomatoes, or even broccoli and carrots, anything that has juice in it. You may want to just put into a separate, or you can even put it in a separate baggie. Peppers. These are ways to really spice up your salad, but also not make it yucky from the get-go. We don't want to get too soggy. Kristen, do you want to give me?
Yeah, I have a Candyland tomatoes for my garden now, so they're small.
They're really small. You have the tiny tomatoes, and they're a little bit sweet, aren't they? Yeah, so that makes it nice on top of the salad. Now, something else I really like is something crunchy. So a lot of people like croutons. Do any of you like croutons on your salads? Something else I really like to put on. Yes. One thing I like to put on there that's crunchy is pretzels. Have you guys ever put pretzels on top of your salad?
Mm-mm.
Yes. So it adds a little crunch to it, but it's also got a little salt on there, you know. But it's not a crouton. It's just something I usually have anyway in the house. I don't always have croutons, but I want a little crunch. Have you guys seen those Parmesan chip bites? They're like about this big, and they're Parmesan cheese. Yeah, you can put those on top of the salad, and that's a nice crunch too. What about seeds? Do you guys put seeds ever on your salad? Like a sunflower seed?
I like a little bit little bacon bits in it.
Bacon bits. You can never go wrong with bacon. Anything bacon. What about fruit? You guys ever put fruit as a topping on your salad?
No.
Never? Well, try like strawberries. Those are good. Or blackberries. I've put those on top of my salad before. Or even apples. That adds another crunch.
Yeah, when I go to Eaton Park or other place, they always have everything for you. Like you can make your own salad. And I like chickpeas in there. I like a little dry fruit in there, or whatever they have. I like it all mixed in, and it tastes really good mixed in.
Right. I forgot about dried fruit, and you think of even raisins. You know, I see that a lot. When you think about like salad bars, which they really don't have now because there's so much cross-contamination with buffets. You know, there's not a lot of that going on now with the coronavirus because you don't want to cross-contaminate, you know, at a buffet. So those have really kind of shut down, but you can have your own buffet by adding all of these toppings in. And I think of like the raisin as a dried fruit, but also like apricots, or there's all kinds of dried fruits out there that you can put on top. What is your favorite, Kristen?
Dry fruit is dry cranberries.
Ooh, yes. I forgot about that. Cranberries. I love that too. Yes. So another tip I could tell you guys about salads before we move on to something else. Have you ever seen the salads in a jar? Do you know what that is? Like a quart jar, like a glass jar. So you can make up a salad in a jar. And one of the ways I like to do this is you can put things, you don't have to put your dressing in the bottom. You want to go from, but you can go ahead and put the dressing all the way in the bottom. And then next to the dressing, you could put in like your tomatoes and any like peppers, carrots, things like that. So you're basically building, and I have a picture here of some. This is an idea. So there's your jar. And even in the top, you can see they have like some walnuts or pecan. You could put different nuts at the top of your jar too. Then you put your lid on top and whatever, all the goodness that you've got in there. And then when you're ready to eat it, what you do is shake it. So you shake that jar so that all of that dressing now comes up to the top. So you give it a good shake and shake it back and forth. And now you have a salad that's ready to go and all mixed up for you. Isn't that neat and a great way to kind of contain it? What, Kristen?
Yeah, I like to have a salad. I like to have salad at Subway. They always make it for you.
Yes. Yes. So that is a good way to take it on the go. Now, another thing we got into last week were the breakfast burritos. So another thing I thought we would talk about is tortillas today. The tortillas, and then you can make any sort of roll-up for lunchtime. Now, your roll-ups could be things like basically you're going to have your tortilla and you lay it out. And these could be cold or warmed up, right? You can even do peanut butter. I've done peanut butter tortillas before, roll-ups, and they're really good. You can put honey on it. This is like a sweeter. You even use it like as a dessert. But if you want it for your main dish, you can have your tortilla. You might want to add your meat next. So do you like turkey or ham? You could put chicken breast or tuna, anything like that. You put your meat next. And then you could top it with some cheese. You can use whatever would go with what you're making. You can also start adding some vegetables like your shredded lettuce. You can add in, once again, tomatoes, or if you're into onions, that's a good thing. Pickles, whatever you want as a topping. And then probably next I would add like my dressing. So either, I know Dusty loves ranch. Is Dusty still in here? Dusty,
Yeah.
ranch, right?
Yep, I used to hate it, but now I like it.
Yep. So we could put ranch all over that tortilla, or you could put your mustard, or you can add mayonnaise. And then basically you just roll it up. Just roll it up so that it turns into a circle. And then what I like to do is cut it in half and then put it in a baggie. Or you can put it into a what are they called? Like a container, like, it has a lid on it and a little container, to-go container. Now, if it is a cold meat, you're going to want to keep it cool. So you would want to either take it to a refrigerator if you're going to prepare it ahead of time, or you could put it in a cooler or put it up next to like an ice pack or something if you're going to use that for the day as you're out and about traveling. What is it, Kristen?
I used to make wraps. I used to make wraps all the time for lunch for work all the time.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. A tortilla wrap. Thank you so much. Yes, that's what I meant.
They have different wraps besides tortilla. They have the flat out ones, and they have one that's protein one wraps or whatever. You can use that and make a wrap sandwich out of it. I used to just make my dad's lunch all the time too with the wrap.
Yes, and some of those are lower in carbs, those flat outs, right? If we're going to watch some of the things that we're putting in our body. Also, you could make it, like you said, and share it. Like you could even give half, because those are kind of big, those flat outs. So you could do a half, like cut that in half and give half to like your dad or someone else who is going to go out for lunch and they want to take that with them. And then you wouldn't be eating all of that. Yes.
I feel like a burrito.
Yes.
It doesn't fall out.
Yes, exactly. Let's see. So with our wraps, you can use the flat outs. You could use, they have different like pitas. You could use like a pita if you wanted a pita bread. Now, if you're not into these flat, and you can even get them in whole grain. So you could get a whole wheat one versus just a flour tortilla. So there's all kinds of options. Thank you, Kristen, for telling me about that. And some of them even have like the flax seeds we talked about last time. They have some added ingredients. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So those are some ways that you can get some other nutrients in you as well. I talked about the peanut butter and honey. That can actually be just like a dessert if you wanted to take a little something extra for the day. Maybe you're having a salad, but you want to add a peanut butter or an almond butter tortilla that you could heat up. When it's melty like that, is so good. So that's like a nice little warm dessert for you. Let's think of something else. So some people like to have a shake for lunch. So once again, going back to having like a protein base of like a powder of some sort that you really like. Now, if you do a strawberry or a chocolate, you're going to be more limited on what you want to add in with that protein base. If you have a vanilla, then you kind of like the sky's the limit. You can do a berry type a smoothie with your spinach or kale in it, bananas, all those good berries that are out there. Or you can make it more like peanut butter and oats. Oh, that's really good too. Like that's, and some bananas, a peanut butter oat banana smoothie. Woo, that's really good. Do any of you have any suggestions about smoothies that you like or that you've tried?
I would do twist, like fresh twist down in Steubenville. They make
Yeah.
really good plant-based smoothies I really like. And I did the peanut butter one, and I did the one has dragon fruit in it.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, and my mom always get the carrot cake one.
That reminds me too of like mango or other fruits that you may not typically try. Kiwi. I'm not a big kiwi like
you can't have
just to eat it, but I would eat kiwi in a smoothie. Okay. Yeah. Now, Dusty, what about a ranch smoothie? Would you eat a ranch smoothie?
No.
That'd be pretty gross, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What about like V8 or any of those? You guys ever have like a tomato based?
I've had V8 before.
Mm-hmm. Did you like it, or is it kind of not your thing?
I like it.
Okay. So there's other ways for us to get, this is a good time to stop and talk about that. There are other ways for us to get the nutrients that maybe we're not a big fan of eating kale, or maybe you're not going to find us over here munching on some really good lima beans. But there are ways that come for us to, in convenient ways, to get some really good nutrition. You know, we talk about those meal replacement shakes that are designed with a lot of protein and vitamins and essential nutrients that we need for our bodies to grow strong and for our minds to be sharp. And so there's no excuses. Even if we don't like, we're not going to get all this fiber from all the fruits that we're eating or vegetables. There is a way to get it, right? We could get it in a V8, or we could get it in a meal replacement shake.
I eat a protein bars all the time for in the morning, because that's make me fuller. So I don't wait till I eat till like around lunchtime.
Yes. Kristen's like my helpful expert on this, because especially with health. So I really appreciate your input, Kristen, because you really are, you know, your stuff with this healthy side of things. So I really appreciate that. Kristen's like our little health expert on this.
I have kale chips too, so I eat kale chips. I don't eat regular potato chips all the time.
Now, do you buy those or do you make them?
You can buy them. It's like one of those veggie straws or veggie chips you get at the store. It's really good. It's not fried or anything. It's just all
right. Now you can make your own. You can make your own kale chips by getting kale. You can spray on some olive oil and then sprinkle on some salt, and you can bake them. So you can even make your own at home. So that might be something you want to try, Kristen. That'd be a good idea.
My mom made some vegetable soup
like that.
Mixed with spinach and kale in it.
Yes. What'd you say, Dusty?
Something that Kristen might want to try. Yeah.
I could see.
Like a sugar-free smoothie. I think. Yep.
Yep. Have you had a sugar-free smoothie, Dusty?
I don't remember.
They're not too bad. They really taste pretty good, I think.
I think I had one, but.
Now this time of year, so we get back into lunches. This time of year, it's like the hottest day of the year, isn't it? Or like yesterday was. It's so hot out. So I'm not advocating for soup right now, because I need to be a little bit cooler for soup. But sometimes I like to have soup for lunch. How about you guys? Yeah? So there is all kinds of options of soup, right? You can go ahead and get something off the shelf, or you can even make up a batch of soup and then divide it into some of those jars that we were talking about, or thermoses, and you can take it with you once again on the go if you're out and about. So what are some of your favorite soups? Dusty, do you have a favorite soup?
Yeah, Campbell noodle. Other one,
Mhm.
the ABC soup.
Ooh, okay, yeah. So learning and eating at the same time. What about like potato soup? Who likes potato soup? That's good. Yes, I see Pals Galia. You guys are all, yes, yeah. Shout out to you guys. You're definitely thinking some potato soup. What about vegetable soup? Who likes vegetable soup? Yeah, not your favorite. I'm seeing that. Not your favorite. What about broccoli? Is it broccoli cheddar? Like cheddar broccoli soup or something? I can do that because it's got a lot of cheese in it with my broccoli. Okay, how about chili? Do you guys like chili? All right,
Yes.
Pals Galia represent. Who else likes chili? I'm seeing your hands
I
raised.
do.
All right. Now,
Yeah,
chili, there's all kinds of ways to
my
make it. And I
family
bet
makes,
Kristen will tell us.
my family makes chili all the time at the chili cookouts all the time. We have big pot. We make our own chili to serve everybody.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you ever use different types of meat? Like we actually use deer burger sometimes. Like, have you ever tried that?
We usually ground meat for now, and we usually make our own chili at home with my dad's dinner meat, but that's it.
Yeah. So chili can have all kinds of protein bases. You could use turkey, the ground turkey. You could use ground beef. You can use sausage as a base for that. You can use, let's see, brats. You could use, what else? I'm missing. Oh, deer. You could use deer meat, ground deer. You know, what I like about that is you can add a few things. We had a chili cook-off. Have you guys ever been to a chili cook-off? So someone wins like the best chili and it's kind of a competition.
I
when
did
you
at
guys,
the
when you guys get back to centers, like when you're back at your home center, that's something you should do this winter is have a chili cook-off and have everyone bring in who wants to participate their favorite chili, their best recipe. I have to tell you guys, David Price, he helped me and enter this contest, and it was his recipe. And guess what? We won. It was the best chili. So, and he always says he has the best chili recipe. What we used was ground beef, but we also don't grind it up very much. Like we like big chunks of beef in it, but there's all kinds of ways to make it. We actually also put in a salsa. So you can add spices in a way to your chili. Have any of you had white chili? Yeah. So there are other ways to have chili as well. So that is a good soup option. And how many of you like crackers in your chili? Yeah. What about beans? Now there's a big debate about beans and chili. Okay. Some people are heavy bean people and some people are light bean people in our chili. Let's see a show of hands if you love a lot of beans. Kidney, black beans. No? Okay.
I like all beans in mine.
Okay, so you like a variety of beans. Okay.
Yeah, I like all beans. I like beans also.
Yeah. The only problem with chili, right, is that it makes you toot. You guys know that saying? Beans, beans, the musical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. The more you toot, the better you feel. You should eat beans with every meal. Am I embarrassing you guys? Okay. So anyway, that's the only, some people don't like. Okay, so we're on soups. Any other favorite soups anyone wants to tell me about?
I like all homemade.
What is it?
I like all homemade.
You like it to be homemade. Okay. And you know something else I like to do with soup is put it in the crock pot. Crock pots are amazing, right? You can put it in there, start it. And a soup is better whenever things have been like seeped through it all day and it's just stewed together. So if you have it in a crock pot, you can go about your business and do your work or visit with your friends and go to the grocery store, do your errands. And then when you come back that evening, your soup is ready and you don't have to worry about making dinner. And it's just been stewing all day. So it's really good and yummy. All of the flavors are through everything. So that's another option, using that crock pot as well. Okay, so other than soups, we've done soup and salad, and we've done some sandwiches options. Are there other things that you guys like to have for lunch? We even did smoothies. So any other lunch ideas? I have one in mind, but I'm going to let you guys come up with something.
Well, me, I like to eat in the summertime. I like to eat something cold. And
Okay.
and I like to eat something hot. You know, I get frozen food or leftovers. I just heat it up in the microwave.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you know, that's a good point. Sometimes we eat leftovers for lunch, don't we? So, you know, if I make lasagna, which lasts a long time, right, in your house because there's this whole pan of something. So you might want to take lasagna the next day for lunch. Or if you've had a chicken dish the night before and everyone didn't eat the whole thing, then you may want to take it the next day. Spaghetti, same thing. You might want to take it and warm it up the next day. Good point there, Kristen. Thank you for mentioning that. Leftovers are a good option for lunches. And then we're not wasteful. This is a good thing to talk about, like not wasting our food, right? I mean, if someone's cooked it the night before and we don't want to throw it out, it's nice for us to keep that. Yeah, go ahead, Kristen.
Yeah, I like frozen meals too, because, you know, wherever I get something healthy choice or main cuisine or whatever, and I just want to put it in the freezer and take it out
Yeah.
put it in my lunchbox, and then if work has a freezer, I can put it in the freezer till it's time to cook it in the microwave.
Yes. I really like that, Kristen. I think you and I would get along really well because I like sometimes I'm just in the mood for a warm meal that's tasty. And so sometimes I just grab like a lean cuisine, or they have a General Tso's chicken one right now that's so good. I like it. You know what I'm talking about?
I had some ice packs. I always put in the freezer when
Right.
whatever
Yep.
time for me to go.
Mm-hmm. How many of you like a warm lunch that's like a hamburger with fries or chicken with fries, chicken strips or that kind of thing? Do you guys like that kind of lunch that's kind of warm, but it's fast food? So those are healthy, right? That's not a healthy option. That's not something we should do all the time, but it is something that we kind of crave every once in a while. And so you might want to grab a burger and fries or chicken and fries, onion rings, tater tots, that kind of idea. Hot dogs, that's another popular one, or corn dogs. That would be a quick lunch that you could heat up or take on the go with you as well. I thought of something else I was thinking we could kind of dive into, which would be a pizza. So lunch pizza ideas would be, I have a variety of ideas about it. So you guys know the little, what are they called? My kids like them. I like them too. They're already, what are they called? They have like, you buy them. They're Lunchables. That's it. Okay.
I've had
so
those before.
if you get the pizza Lunchable, they have these little round, kind of like tortillas, right? And then it comes with a sauce packet and then your cheese, and it may have a topping with it. So you can do those round tortillas like that, or you could even do what we mentioned earlier, those flat outs, or the flatbreads or tortillas, or even a pita. So you can go ahead and lay one of those out. You might want to get your sauce. Then you could put your cheese on, and then whatever toppings you liked. You could even put it in the microwave and just so that you get that warm feeling from pizza. And then you have a really nice setup with just something warm and still kind of savory, but you've really saved some calories by not having that thick crust. This will be one that you would need to be available to use like a kitchen or a kitchenette area. It's not really something that would be easy to take on the go, but I do have an idea about that. You could do just crackers. So you know what I'm talking about, those little round crackers. You can have like a stack of those. You could take cheese sticks and then pepperoni. So what you could do is use a bite off the cheese stick with a piece of pepperoni with a cracker and eat that. It has the pizza feeling, the pizza taste to it, and it is something you could take on the go, like in an on-the-go lunch.
Hey, Brooke, my grandmother used to have those Triscuits, and you put
Yes.
a little bit of pizza sauce and cheese and pepperoni, and don't put it in too long, just about 20 or 30 seconds, and it's
Yep.
done.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And that fills you up, and you get that pizza feeling, right? Yes. Without as many calories, unless you eat like 50 of them. Well, I'm interested to hear from any of you that have any suggestions on Galia. Do you guys have any? You want to unmute? Do you want to give me a suggestion on a lunch that you all, what are you guys having for lunch today? I see pop there. That's probably not the best option, but you're hydrating, so I'll take it. Let's see here. You guys want to unmute? Anything you guys have there? You want to say? Anyone else have one? Dusty, do you have a favorite lunch? What's a favorite lunch?
Pepperoni cheese pizza, and my other one, Lunchables.
Yeah. And you like all the kinds of Lunchables, not just the pizza one, but different kinds?
Yeah, I've had those before, but I'm supposed to stay away from those because of my diabetes.
Yep. Because they're heavy salt, probably, right?
Yep.
Yep. Yep. So what are some healthy options that you like?
Vegetables.
Mm-hmm. What about like chicken or?
I like chicken.
Mm-hmm. That could be a good option. Mm-hmm.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti, yes.
Stay away from that as much.
Mm-hmm.
Does
What
spaghetti
about,
have sugar in it?
what is it?
Does spaghetti have sugar in it?
Well, it's a carbohydrate, so then it would change over to, sugar, a process. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carbohydrate.
Yep. What about like yogurt? Do you guys ever take we have our sandwich or our main food, our salad, our soup, whatever, but what are some things that you guys add to it? Let's talk about our sides now. So when we talk about chips, I mean, they're okay, but there are some other options, right? Baked chips are better for you. We talked about the veggie straws or even the kale chips. What about even a yogurt? I was thinking about yogurt a little bit ago. Some yogurt and granola would be even good. I bet Kristen would be into that. How about Jell-O? Those little Jell-O packs, and those come in sugar-free. So that would be another good option.
Yeah.
You like those, Dusty?
Mm-hmm. Or for anybody to try sugar-free Jell-O.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite flavor, Dusty?
I like the red, and the other one, the green.
Yep, green and red. They're popular in my house too.
Yep.
Let's see. So there's Jell-O. What else could you take as a side? What else would you want with your sandwich? What would go along with that? We talked about pretzels earlier. That would be a decent option. What's another option for a side? Kristen, do you have any?
You can have like a little like vegetables, and you can have like a little like a dip of like ranch or something, or some kind of like fruit salad or kind of fruit.
Yes. How many of you eat mixed fruit, like a fruit cocktail type? That would be an option.
Yeah,
yes.
I do. I eat all kinds of fruit.
Mm-hmm.
I like tropical fruit, and I like it has like a papaya. I like a papaya in there.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
So I like mango. I like
because
yeah. Let's see. Where's Aaron? Oh, I don't know where to unmute. Here we go. I'm trying to unmute somebody.
I got it, bro.
Aaron. Okay, you got it. Thanks. Okay. So Aaron, if you need to tell us anything from Carla, let us know. Let's see here. What about, am I back? I don't see me. Do you see me? I see my face, but not me. No, oh, there I am. Start video. Sorry. Okay. You got me thinking when we're talking about fruit. So easy grab fruits to take with you somewhere would be what? Like an apple. That's easy. You can grab an apple when you walk out the door. So you know that you're going to have a healthy option with you. If you're out, sometimes you're so tempted to get something from either like Speedway or you want to stop somewhere at a fast food restaurant because you're just starving. But if you had the apple with you and you ate that first, you might deter yourself from like doing that when you're like, oh, I feel yucky now that I ate those fries. So if you have that apple, you can go ahead and try that first. So apple is a quick fruit. What would be another quick fruit? How about it has a peel and monkeys like it?
Banana.
A banana. A banana is a super easy to grab and take with you fruit. And also, they tend to go bad in my house if we don't eat them up, right away. So, it's one of those you want to keep an eye on when you have them that you're like, I need to eat that up. I need to take it with me. If you go too long, you could always make banana bread.
Do you ever freeze yours, Brooke?
I freeze them and then I use them for my smoothie.
Kristen freezes them and Jonah freezes them. Okay.
Yeah.
You can freeze your bananas. And then do you put it in like a smoothie? Is that why you freeze it? You can use it later. Yes. I'm really in the mood now for a banana oatmeal peanut butter shake. Yes.
If you don't care too much about the calories, you put 1 scoop of Nutella in there.
Ooh,
Like
Nutella too.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome smoothie.
Mm-hmm. Another thing I like are frozen strawberries. So that's another thing you can freeze. Strawberries are not as easy to transport on the go for lunches. What about grapes? Do you guys like grapes? That would be something that would be easy to transport. Just wash them before you go, throw them in a bag and take them with you. What's another? Pears. Do you guys like pears or nectarines or peaches?
I do.
Mm-hmm. And see, there's only a certain amount of the year that these things are really seasonal and in season and are great and ripe. And so you want to take advantage of the summertime, like we were discussing. If it's in season, eat it now. And then in the fall and the winter, you can be eating your chilies and your soups and your hot sandwiches. But right now, it's such a great time of year. The other day, I made like a chicken salad. Yep, Carla has something. If I had like a chicken salad and a chicken salad plate and then I had all this fruit around it, it was really good. So you want to do those summery time foods now. And then in the fall and winter, you can have those savory type foods, right?
Comfort food, yeah. Comfort.
Comfort foods, that's right. Yes, in the winter time, our bodies are saying, I need comforted and I need something warm in my belly and I want to feel good right now. So I get it through this food that's keeping me warm. But in the summertime, we want to be light on our feet and ready to go and energized with all the good fruits and vegetables that are ripe right now. Do you have any fruit trees, Jonah? I know you're a garden type guy. So do you have any fruit trees?
I had a bunch
bushes?
of apple trees at my last house, and I do want to plant some apple trees because apple trees are real big up here.
Yes.
And then a lot of people grow blackberries and grapes up here too.
Okay.
So I know that those are a couple fruit trees and bushes that are pretty common around here.
Mm-hmm. We have apple trees and we have a peach tree. My parents planted some pear trees, but
Peaches will survive through the winter. Like it's
unless there's a really bad frost. I mean, like you have to watch it, but yeah.
Because I would much rather do peaches than pears. I had a pear tree at the last house, and those are just like to me, pears are like lame apples.
Yeah. They're missing the flavor of an apple. Yeah. Do any of you like watermelons or cantaloupes, melon type foods?
I do.
Now, do you put salt on it? This is always a big debate. Do you put salt on your watermelon and cantaloupe or no?
Nope.
No.
I've never even heard of that.
Really?
No.
Okay, so my dad puts salt on his watermelon and his cantaloupe.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you might want to try it. Nick, do you do that? Says yes. You might do that.
Wow.
So, yep. It's kind of like you guys call chili or hot dog sauce. What do you call that? Do you call it chili? Hot dog chili or hot dog sauce?
Oh yeah. No, it's hot sauce. That's awesome. That sounds like is that what your dad calls it? Because that sounds like a little ad
Yeah.
thing. Give me a big bowl of that hot dog sauce.
Oh, I can't remember other things that. Oh, like I kept saying baggy earlier, but like buggy or cart. When you guys go shopping, is it a buggy or a cart?
Cart.
See, I say grab a buggy.
It's both.
Buggies. Aaron's gonna make a comment when he gets on. Buggies up here are associated with
Amish.
something else. So yeah.
Oh.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So, there's another thing that is like a debate about what you say. Oh, Coke. Do you say pop or soda, or do you just name the product? Like, I want a Pepsi.
I think most people in Ohio. So
Uh-huh.
I've done the pop versus cola study, and
Yeah.
when I was in the Coast Guard, we have people from all over the country, and so we didn't like put up a map with like a bunch of pins, but we kind of started figuring it out, and the line for pop and soda is halfway through PA somewhere. So the Pittsburgh side of the state calls it pop with us, and then the Philly side calls it soda, and then down in the South is where they do I'll have a Coke, and the waitress would say what kind, and
Right.
say Sprite. So
Totally
that's
true. Mm-hmm.
and then
I agree.
out west, I don't know exactly where the line is. I think it's like Illinois-ish.
Okay.
Then out west they go back to soda over there.
Okay.
So pop is really just a Midwest thing.
Okay. Yeah. I know that we used to travel to New Jersey every year for vacation, and they always say water, like instead of water, it's water. Yeah. And they always said soda, right? So soda, and you're like,
what do you call the machine that works in complement with your dryer?
The washer.
Okay, I didn't know. I know some of the southern areas. I don't know if it's in Ohio, but like Kentucky, it's what is it? A washing machine.
A washing machine.
Yeah,
I might say a washing machine, but I say washer. Yeah, washer and dryer. So a washing machine and a dryer. Okay, well, this was a fun segment, and I always like talking and interacting with all of you. It seems like food, we can always gather around food, right? The food topic. So you guys gave me some good suggestions and made me hungry.
Yeah. Well, thank you for walking us through some of the
You're welcome.
Food stuff, and hopefully Dave didn't get too mad at you revealing some of his chili secrets.
That's right.
I
didn't tell you the brand. I didn't tell you what he does to the salsa.
I don't know. I feel like I could probably piece this together. Maybe do a rip off Dave Chili. You guys
way.
I just walked in on this conversation.
Yeah, I think some of your trade secrets were revealed today with that award-winning chili of yours.
There's stuff that when I showed her how to make it, I kind of like did a fake job on her, and she does it really well.
you blindfold her through a couple of the steps and don't let her. I see. Okay.
It's fine. Whatever.
Some ingredients set in different containers.
Man.
Interesting. He takes extra precautions to make sure that award-winning now, because you do call it your award-winning chili, right, Dave?
It is award-winning.
Yeah, I guess
because it is award-winning now. If you won that,
I don't know what the award was, but it won something.
It wouldn't be, it wouldn't have even been in a competition without me, though. So you needed me for the competition, and we won. I also won presentation, so.
this is like the Steve Jobs versus Steve Wozniak conversation. Like you guys need each other, you know, to put the chili to its, heat.
Absolutely. And I like that conclusion. Don't you, David? We need each other.
Right, David?
This is the Jenny Jones show here. Dr. Phil. Dr. Jonah.
Dr. Phil.
Well, we'll let you guys take yourselves off mute and socialize a little bit while we get set up for the next segment. Thank you all again. Thank
Bye,
you, Brooke,
guys.
Dave. We'll see you guys soon.
You guys.
See ya.